Hello, nieces and nephews. This is your Uncle Bill, and welcome to week 12 of year 2022. Hard to believe we're already into week 12. This is insane. Let's see, this is climb week. And what else is it that Uncle Bill has on every week? Oh, yeah, 5 crazy things. 5 crazy things from Uncle Bill's house, most of which have to do with climbing, which is synonymous for physical activity. First, the one that I'm most enthused about, and I was waiting for this, is my little itty bitty chirp wheel. Can you believe that? Look how small that thing is. This is a 4-inch chirp wheel. And I told my friends that I would review it and take a look at it and really decide whether it's worth it for them to get it. And I think Uncle Bill says, yes, this thing is amazing. I know it doesn't look like much, and it's pretty expensive if you buy it by itself. I spent, I think, like $45 for just this one little thing. That said, if you get the chirp wheel, I recommend that you get all 4 because they don't have the 2 smallest available by themselves. Those are the ones I use the most, the ones for my neck. This one is amazing. I use it just like the 6-inch one, except I tried it out for the first time, and I actually put it in my bed. And I used it instead of my pillow for like the first 10 minutes when I went to bed. And you don't put a whole lot of weight on it, and you just go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, and you can work it up and down. This thing is amazing. So that's number 1. Good for stress relief. The chirp wheel. Fun things from Uncle Bill's house. Now, what's the next thing that has to do with physical fitness? Well, let's go for having a new body in 6 weeks. Isn't that great? Only 6 weeks, you can lose 190 pounds or 100. Wait a second, if I lose 190 pounds, I'll be minus some. But anyways, all seriousness, these programs are great if you stick to them. And the other thing is to make sure that whatever program you get into is something that you can stick with, maybe only for 6 days, and you can have go down by, it was up here, wasn't it? So I could drop a whole dress size in 6 days. Isn't that great? Fads. You don't want to go for a fad in physical fitness. Oh, they both start with F's. And, or do they? It depends on who's writing. Are you writing phonetically? Or are you writing? Anyways, stick with just something that you can stick with every day. I do a 20-minute workout, and it works very well for me. 10 minutes on a magnetic resistance treadmill, one that doesn't take any electricity, so my carbon footprint is ever so small. Plus, Uncle Bill's thrifty. He doesn't like to pay a big electric bill. So that's 2 things from Uncle Bill's house. Actually 3, but we'll count them as 2. We'll call the 2 DVDs as the same thing. A carrying strap. You can make it easier on your shoulder while you're carrying something if you have a carrying strap. I bought this specifically so that I could carry my kayak, and I haven't been on kayak in like forever. Uncle Bill's been bad. I should be going out. Ever since my van got destroyed in 2016. Uncle Bill's lost a little bit of incentive. I've done a lot of walking though. And when you walk, you want to be seen. So important to have something, lights. Lights are ever so important. They help you see in the night. It also makes it so that people can see you. Never fun if you get run over while you're out jogging. Happens every day, every day, probably every day, but every year people get run over. So that's what, number 3? I think it's number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I had DVDs, this, and this. This is number 4. Uncle Bill can't count. That's why you end up seeing a lot more interesting things. This I got a while ago because I wanted to have a Garmin. This, I think, was my first Garmin handheld Garmin, or it might have even been my first Garmin. What a piece of, this is really good, but there's no map underneath it. All it's good for is finding out, hey, Andrew, great to see you in here. Bridget, great to see you too. I'm sorry. I don't even have any timestamps on my thing. I should put them in so I can see when you guys are in here or not. And I don't have, I'll have, oh, there we go. Toggle timestamps. There, now I can see you better. Or at least know what time it is. E-Trex. What I intend to use this for is seeing how long I'm walking for, how many miles I'm putting in. You can do this on your phone, but I figured I'd go old school. This is a true Garmin in the fact that I get both distance, altitude, and then I get a little squiggly on it to show where I've been. It's kind of funny. And it won't show if you went over a cliff. This is one of those ones that'll bring you right over a cliff if you do it. Going back, because there is no map underneath. There is no, what do they call altitude lines? I forgot the exact name. Anyways, that's number 5. Let's go for a bonus. Uncle Bill, my garbage disposal gave out. It's actually gave out probably about a year ago, but I've been wrestling with it and getting it to just barely run. And I've decided I'm going to replace my garbage disposal. Well, what does that have to do with physical fitness? A lot. Because Uncle Bill is going to take his backpack. I'm going to walk the 1.5 miles to the store. I'm going to get the garbage disposal, which probably weighs, I don't know, at most 20 pounds, put it in my backpack, probably with about 10 pounds other stuff, and bring it back. That is a good way to get some exercise and also to save money on gas, because we're already up to well over $6 a gallon in San Diego. Woo! Gas is expensive. What happened? What? Andrew, back now. Hi, Bridget. Where'd you go? Okay, 2 minutes. She'll be right back. Okay. And Bridget, and you're back now. Where is he? Yeah, cool. And Bridget, great to see you. I hope that you had a great day yesterday. And, one more thing. I was hoping Uncle Al would be here, because Uncle Al's always talking about being prepared, and just in case the zombie apocalypse comes. Now, I have my trusty wrist rocket. The only problem is I hardly ever use this thing. It's over probably 20 years old. And every time you go to use one of these wrist rockets, you'll find that the surgical tubing, which is made out of rubber, is rotted. That is why for the zombie apocalypse, it's better to have a crossbow or a gun, because your wrist rocket might not work. That or some spare pouches I might order another one soon. So that's like 7 right there. Lots of fun. We're having fun. I did banana ice cream recently, Andrew. It's not too bad. What you do is you take frozen bananas, you put them in a food processor, and then with the recipe called for cacao. I didn't have cacao. I just put cocoa powder in there, and it wasn't too bad. Tasted pretty close to chocolate ice cream with a lot less calories. Tasty stuff. And then today I'm sipping on some good old lemon and water with extra vitamin C so that can keep away the COVID new variant that's running around. Actually, I heard that well, we have COVID. The first COVID was very serious. The second COVID was very serious, but to make it more serious, it's ultra sticky and it's easy to get. Now we have a new Omicron variant. That was the second one too, was Omicron, but they have a Omicron super, just like super unleaded. Twice as easy to get. So how do they gauge and find out how somebody's, what, do they have somebody cough on them? It's crazy. Yeah, I remember you working overtime. You told me about it. And Bridget has a new job. She's working for SeaWorld over at a theme park, water theme park with a Sesame Street theme to it. Wow, that's a tongue twister. I never really thought about that. Can you say Sesame Street 10 times real fast? I don't know if I can. And one other thing that I got recently. I was going to share this for Camp Week, but it just came today. And I really wonder if we have as strained relations with China as everybody says, because this made it to me in record time. I think I ordered this like a week and a half ago, and this already has come through customs. Something's up. This is an adapter that you use to hook onto a butane bottle that you would use for a chafing dish, or I think they use them for chafing dishes or old camp stoves. Special one, you get them at restaurant supply stores for like $2-3. They aren't very expensive, and you can hook it up. This isn't a stove. This is just an adapter. The thing I liked about the adapter is it's nice and sturdy compared to the one that I had that fit right on top of the bottle. And then you have the bottle to contend with, whereas this brings everything down low to the ground. And I like that. And it's steel, so it should last long time. Less than $10 on AliExpress. Oh, I was going to say, if anybody's interested, Andrew's already gotten it, but if anybody watching the replay is interested, I will put the link to my fitness, Uncle Bill's fitness ideas and a way to keep fit without, I could say without exercise, but look, you got to exercise a little bit to get in shape, but you don't have to exercise as much as people advertise. It's a question of you expend more calories than you take in. It's as simple as that, and you'll lose weight. Another important thing is to drink lots of water. Half of your body weight in water a day. Not really truly half your body weight. Half your body weight in ounces in water. Sorry about that. So like say if you're 200 pounds, you would drink 100 ounces of water a day. It's that simple. And that's the minimum. Going over that doesn't hurt. And anybody got any questions? Sesame Place. Yeah. Andrew, how things going with the channel? Are you up to 100,000 yet? It won't be long. Andrews has the best at Andrews Simple Cooking. Anyone watching this needs to go to Andrews Simple Cooking and watch all the delicious recipes that he cooks. Make sure to do it on a full stomach, otherwise you'll go and raid your refrigerator and all of your food will be gone for the rest of the week, because the recipes are so tantalizing, delicious. And another thing that Andrew does is he makes the recipes a lot simpler. I was watching on the KPBS channel, Martha Stewart and, God, now I'm going to forget her name. And my mother knew her too. French cook, the French cook, and the name will come at about 5 p.m. tonight or after I get off. And Margaret something, anyways, she's been cooking for years, and they were doing this wedding cake. So much work. I don't like that much work. Uncle Bill wants something that looks good and eat it. If it takes more than an hour or two, I'm really hesitant about doing that. I mean, chicken takes less than an hour. You can cook it up and eat it. And yeah, anytime, Andrew. I mean, you deserve it. And you've been a tremendous help to me. And I hope that I've been a help to you on occasions. Have you checked out Regenia? Her broadcasts? She's really pretty good. I think she's excellent. She's out of Houston. Julia Childs. Oh, thank you. Oh, Bridget, you're so nice. Yeah, Julia Childs. It was Julia Childs. I can't believe she's still doing. I'm going to have to look up and see if she's still alive. But KPBS was running Julia Childs and Martha Stewart cooking, and so spry. I was talking to my mom today, and she has advanced dementia, so it was nice to know that she still recognizes my voice, even though she can't talk much. She was able to say hello. And she had 2 bowls of oatmeal for breakfast this morning. And so she's keeping physically fit too at 94. And Bridget, you got any questions today? Andrew. Now, I've been using my food processor more and more, and we should try to eat less and less. If you're out to get healthy, eat less and less processed foods. Don't go out to restaurants. Cook your own food. I have found out one thing. Oh, I did come to an epiphany recently, and that is, they always say that organic foods are overall less expensive. It finally clicked that there is one organic food to my brain that is less expensive, even though it costs more, but you waste less. Because when you buy organic carrots, all you have to do is wash them, cut the ends off, and eat them. Whereas if you buy regular carrots, ones that you don't know what they put in the ground to keep those carrots nice and healthy, you take a carrot peeler to them because you want a peeled carrot. And I think of all those shavings that just go to waste. Whereas with an organic carrot, I just put it, eat it, and I'm happy camper. for lunch today, for example, I had 1 scoop of mayonnaise. That's the unhealthy part. 2 tablespoons of raisins, 2 carrots, a stick of celery or whatever you call them, but 1 whole celery. Put that all in my food processor, and I was good to go. I decided to be a little less hot today for my lunch. Usually I would throw a pepper in there, but Uncle Bill decided no pepper today. Let me taste my carrot. When you throw the pepper in, that's what you taste. Today I tasted the celery, the carrot, and the raisin, all in a nice harmony in mayonnaise. Gotta have my mayonnaise. And I say mayonnaise, but it was actually salad dressing. I don't know what they do. Andrew, you probably do. I suspect it's just that they just add more sweetener to the mayonnaise to get it to taste like what they call salad dressing, which is mayonnaise with sugar in there. I don't know. Stalk of celery. Yeah. How to get rid of a cold. Okay. How to get rid of a cold. Well, first off, this drink that I'm drinking right now is very good for getting rid of a cold. Reason being is I have 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in there, in addition to a little bit of concentrated lemon concentrate, and then I have hot water in there. That will up my water intake, and you need to have a lot of water when you are sick, to a lot more than you normally drink. Okay, that's number 1 thing. Number 2 thing is you cut down on all of your carbs. Eat less carbs, more protein, more vegetables. If you do crave sugar, have fruits and vegetables, and that will help get over your cold. Exercise. Even though you don't want to exercise when you have a cold, that is when it's most important. I remember coming back from chemotherapy my first time, felt like garbage, of course, because chemotherapy, I don't think anybody comes out of there and saying, "Oh, I feel great." They had told me that if you exercise, it'll help you get over your malady, I think is the right word. It's just feeling awful. I went and did my treadmill for 10 minutes and my maxi climber for 10. And I've been doing that ever since I had cancer back in 2019. Before that, I don't know if I was doing a 20-minute routine every night, but that's what helped me get through. And I think that will also, whatever routine works for you, Andrew and Bridget, and whoever else is watching, if you get yourself into a daily routine, it doesn't have to be extensive. I'm pretty sure, Andrew, you can remind me if I'm remember correctly, but what I suggested to start off with is only 5 minutes a day. And to do that for, I think it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You want to get in the habit of being active before you try to ramp anything up. Too many people, they start in, they oh, I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to, gonna, and then they lose the zeal for doing it, the fun of it, because taking care of yourself and getting so that you are physically fit should be fun. There was a good book. I've already shown this a couple of times, but this book actually, Its cornerstone is basically to do it in moderation and to move. You'd be surprised how quickly you can get over things if you just move. Sometimes you don't feel like it, but it helps. I know a lot of times I don't feel like even getting out of bed, but I get up and I go. That'll help you. And the other thing on my sheet, I don't know if you've downloaded it, Bridget, but Bridget's my daughter, and she's also my moderator. So, hey, King Madeira Urchina, how you doing? I'm trying to remember where I know you from, and I'm glad that you jumped in. And more the merrier. We're here for another 4 minutes because I only go for 30 minutes because I don't want to bore you all. I showed the 5 crazy things from Uncle Bill's house. I'll show you some of them right now, but actually I'll just show you the first one because this one is the best. The chirp wheel. This is great for what ails you. Now, Andrew, if you do get one of these, the two small sizes, you don't put your body weight on it. You just, you don't get up on it. The other ones you do, but this one's great for headaches for me. And it worked very well for my neck pain that I had from having my neck radiated from radiation therapy because they fried out. Hey, Miss Key, great to see you. I'm going to be here for another 3. And Miss Key, this is one of the best things you can get for, if you do get a chirp wheel, get all 4 because this one right here, if you buy it separately, I paid $45 for it. But if you buy it in the set, I think they charge like $15 for it because what is it? Quantity discount. You get more, it costs you less. And Uncle Bill's going to be out to get a new garbage disposal today. That is part of my weight reduction program because it's my shop nastics, shop therapy. Get it all in at the same time. Miss Key, King Madeira. Oh, by the way, Miss Key's Kitchen. I'm sorry, I forgot to give a shout out to you. She has excellent cooking videos also. So you got to check both channels out. They're both excellent. Miss Key's Kitchen and Andrew's Simple Cooking. They're just phenomenal. And here's cheers. I'm having my lemon juice and water, and Bridget's getting over a cold. And Miss Key, my pleasure, because we all let's go, let's grow. Andrew, you ought to check out Miss Key's Kitchen, and also check out the Virginia Show 1 and 2 with Let's Go, Let's Grow. She's a fun lady to listen to, and she has all sorts of good information that she's putting out. You think you're getting a cold right now? Well, King Madeira, wait a second, Madeira, King Madeira, I can't pronounce that last one. Urchicha. For a cold is, a lot of people, feed a fever, starve a cold. There's all sorts of, those wives' tales actually, there's some validity to it. What you want to do is keep active. Don't let that cold get you down. If it's a sinus cold, I swear by the neti bottles. There's a neti bottle that is available on Amazon. You can get for like $11. Dr. something, and I can put the link in the description if anybody wants to just call you King. Okay, King, it's good to have you here. And if you really are getting a cold, neti bottle, and it is great for flushing out your sinuses. As a matter of fact, they were talking about on the non-official channels that a good nasal flush is good for the COVID because that's where it starts. It's up in your nose, one of the spots. Well, everybody, it's been a great time. This is week 12, year 2022. It's physical fitness week. I'm going to be posting on my Bill Dube Climber channel for the video this week. It might be just me going to go get my garbage disposal tonight because lugging a garbage disposal on a backpack for the 1.5 mile return, it's a 3-mile walk round trip. That's good exercise. And then tonight I'll get my 20-minute workout with 10 minutes on the treadmill and 10 minutes on the maxi climber. And you know, there's one other last thing I forgot to say. Try volley. Go to volley.com. I'll put a link in the description also if you want to go to specifically my space on volley. Check it out. It's a free program, much like Slack. It's for communication. You can use it to help build your community. And right now, it's free. Uncle Bill's favorite price, free. So I love you all. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.